To the longest running Republican club in the 5 boroughs of the city of New York who have made this all possible, the Queens Village Republican Club. Joe Buchanan and Phil Orenstein. I'm surprised you mentioned Toby Stavitsky. Are you giving her a run for her money to see who's older? But anyway, it's great. You now scored the Trinity, the Troika, the Trifecta. This is the 3rd demonstration, and you went through the worst of times, the hot, sweltering heat, 100 degrees in the shade, and Eric Adams, the swagger man with no plan, mayor of the illegal aliens, because he's not your mayor. He was banking on the fact that it was so hot, it was so humid, it was so sweltering, that nobody would show up to protest the illegal aliens being bussed in to a tent city. And you proved him wrong over and over again. They're banking on the fact that in the surrounding communities around Creedmoor, that you're going to end up putting the for sale signs up, and you're going to head to Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Texas, Tennessee, and parts unknown.
I'm staying home.
Well, all of you proved today and in each of the preceding days that you're going to fight for what you know is right. You're going to improve. You're not going to move. You're not going to destroy these neighborhoods. And the whole intent of sending in 1,000 single, able-bodied young male adults has only one rationale, and that is to destroy your quality of life, to get you to sell and to follow your neighbors out of here. And as they have said over and over, Kathy Crime Wave Holcomb and Eric Adams, mayor of the illegal aliens, if you don't like it, move to Florida. Well, guess what? You're not bringing these illegal aliens into this community over our dead bodies. And when you pretend to represent the people's interests, Linda Lee, city councilwoman, you can run, but you can't hide. People will know where you stood when the community was on edge. You sided with the mayor. You sided with those who were going to bust these illegal aliens into Creedmoor. You did not stand with the people. You did not defend the homeowners or the renters. You did not defend the women, the children, the elderly, the infirm. You decided it was more important to stand with the swagger man with no plan, Eric Adams.
Coconut head.
And let me tell you something, Linda Lee. We're going to make sure that everybody remembers this on November 7th. That's why you're going to come out and elect Bernard Shaw, the next city councilman to represent this district. Let me make mention to a woman who should have retired a long time ago, your colleague in terms of age, Toby Stavitsky. I got to be honest with you, I really thought she was dead. A cadaver in formaldehyde. Her son runs Parkside. That's a lobbying group. Let me tell you, the lobbyists are whining, dining, and pocket lining all these elected officials, because wherever you see the illegal aliens go, the contracts for millions of dollars go. And what's involved in contracts? You say contract, I say kickback. You say contract, I say kickback. You say contract, I say kickback. And follow the money. My beautiful wife Nancy accompanied me here today. She is an e-attorney, and she has been peeling away the layers of the corruption. And in almost every case, all of these companies who are getting millions of our tax dollars to destroy our quality of life are friends of Eric Adams and Kathy Crime Wave Holcomb. Follow the money. They have contributed to their election. They are online to contribute again. And this is all part of the synergy to destroy your neighborhood and make sure it's a Democratic enclave forever.
The cabal.
The other thing you need to know is that there are influencers from City Hall who are going around now to houses of worship. And they're asking them for an appraisal. How much money would you take for this shul or synagogue? Let me tell you, most of your congregation is dead and buried, or they moved to the sixth borough of the city of New York, Boca Raton in Florida. How about we play Monty Hall, let's make a deal? We find a third party, and through that third party, we use city dollars. And we buy your synagogue and shul, and we put a migrant center in there, but it'll just be for a year. It'll just be for a year.
Unbelievable.
Do you believe Eric Adams? Do you believe anything that comes from City Hall? And now he's crying there's no more room at the inn. Well, let me tell you something. You were at Papa Chulo. You showed up in your $5,000 customized suit. Not a thread of cotton in it. It's all silk. And when the first buses came in from Governor Abbott in late August of last year, you rolled out the red carpet. You gave them phones. You gave them insurance. You gave them medical care. You gave them 3 squares a day. You put them up in 3-star hotels. And for your own peeps, African Americans, some who live in the streets, some who are emotionally disturbed and homeless, what did they got? They got bumpkins. They got ugans. You're not taking care of Americans. You're taking care of illegal aliens first and foremost. And in 2 years, you know who's coming back.
That's right.
Going on the campaign trail.
If there's anything you know about me, as the Republican candidate the last time, I could go into neighborhoods where the only Republican they ever saw was Abraham Lincoln on a $5 bill. This time I'm going to remind the brothers and sisters, you elected Eric Adams. Without the African American vote, he would have lost the Democratic primary. He would not have one ranked choice. To the victor go the spoils. I'm sure there are African Americans who assume you're going to take care of our homeless. You're going to take care of our emotionally disturbed. First and foremost, you're going to take care of our veterans who may be impaired. You're going to take care of those who are alcoholics, those who unfortunately are hooked on fentanyl. But what has he done? He's turned his back on his own people, and he's turned his back on all of you who are citizens of this great country in the United States, and he has allowed the illegals to flood in.
He's in Jersey.
So now, think about this. You can't change the whole city, but you can make sure you maintain the quality of life of your neighborhood.
Absolutely.
You have women in this neighborhood. You have children. You have others who have to function. And I don't care what race or what ethnic group it might be.
That's right.
You take 1,000 single, able-bodied men with nothing to do, with nowhere to go, and that's a recipe for double trouble.
Absolutely.
Not in this neighborhood, not in this community, over our dead bodies. And City Hall and Linda Lee and Toby Stavitsky have to understand this is the battle to save our city and to save your community. And lastly, let's look at Creedmoor itself. It was built to take care of those with psychiatric problems. I deal with these people every day in the subways, where they sleep, where they're a danger to themselves and everyone else. I deal with them in the streets. Some of you saw my TV commercials when I was running for mayor, and you saw I have an innate ability to talk to them, to understand them as they respect me and understand me. They live in our parks. They sleep on our benches. They're predominantly African American. Why is Creedmoor only 30% full? Why is it that 70% of the beds that were meant to be able to house and care for the mentally ill are now unoccupied? Mr. Mayor, Miss Madam Governor,
They did that in the 70s.
why not fill up Creedmoor with the people who are living in the streets, who are in desperate need, who are Americans? We will care for our own. We will care for the mentally ill. That's what Creedmoor is for, not for 1,000 single, able-bodied, illegal men. And if they don't like it outside the Roosevelt Hotel, and they're upset that they might have to sleep in the street, well, do us a favor. Just request that you want to go back to your country of origin, and we'll pay for one-way tickets for you to leave our country, because there are others who waited years to come in legally. There are others who abided by the rules. There are others who understand what it is to wait to become an American. It's the best thing that exists in the world. And you will not tread on us. You will not tread on our country. And you elected officials, you will never sell us out again. Thanks for coming. Come next, we take on Toby Stavitsky, and the battle continues each and every day. Know that I will get the message out on WABC. Always broadcasting Curtis.
Well, Curtis! Excellent! They work for
God bless Curtis Sliwa.
Man with a plan. Next mayor.
Our next mayor, Curtis Sliwa.
My husband disappears all the time. Curtis! Curtis!
Curtis,
Curtis! Curtis! Curtis!
well, let's thank Curtis Sliwa for standing up with us, our beloved community here in Eastern Queens. Let's thank Curtis and the Guardian Angel for standing up with us, with our people here. We love this community. We're not going to move. We're going to stand and fight. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Curtis Sliwa. Thank you, Guardian Angel. And we will meet again at Toby Stavitsky's office. Everybody stay tuned for the time and date. And after that, to Assemblyman at Polanski's office, and then on to the mayor. We're going to let him hear it. Queen's Borough Hall. After we
What about recent?
we're going to let them all hear it.
Maybe after working hours, they would get a bigger crowd.
Yeah. Two representatives.
All right, thank you everybody for coming. We appreciate it. Listen, folks, all right? Listen to me for a second. You need to be like rabbits. You need to multiply. All right? We need to see 5 times the amount of people here. You've got to help us get the word out. I hope that you have signed in on one of the sheets so that we can be in touch with you. Email, phone numbers, names. We need that so we can get in touch with you. All right? Please get home safely today. All right? Thank you very much for coming. And thank our officers for hanging out with us and really for protecting our safety while we're out here. All right? Thank you very much. All right. Take care, everybody.
Right, Joe? We should make a rally at 7, 8 o'clock so we get the people that off. What is that?
Well, we got to get through Stavisky, and then we got to get through
And then to Borough Hall.
Okay, what are we doing for Vinsky?
Same thing we did here.
Toby Stavisky. Hey, Scott.
Well, we gotta coordinate with Sliwa
I
a
heard
little bit.
they're doing tonight. They're moving the fence in or something like that.